They're the best cookies, man. Subway. That should be a topic. The best cookies.
The best cookie? I don't even know. Alright. This is pretty much episode 16, as I know we're at. We're gonna talk about fucking Doctor Strange, the newest movie, also like Marvel in general, so it don't matter which one of us want to talk. I know everybody's eating a cookie. Let me get this motherfucker.
It was pretty.
It was free.
It was pretty alright. I mean, I liked it for the most part. The beginning, I really didn't like to an extent. It's kind of like started off like pretty good, but then it was like a dream. It's kind of like, yeah, I don't know. I didn't like that part where I thought it could have been better. I felt
It wasn't
like
really a dream,
could've
though,
been
technically.
Yeah, it wasn't a dream. They explained in the movie
Yeah, it
that
wasn't a
you
dream,
can dream
technically.
about the other universes.
You know what I'm saying? But the way it started off, it was like kind of cheesy too. Because after they explained it too, it made it seem like what was the point of that scene? In a way, it's kind of like, yeah.
You know, Sam Raimi.
What was the point of the
Very
scene?
cheesy.
The point of the scene was to watch one of his people die so he can later on fucking use them. What do you call it? When you raise the dead?
Oh, Dreamwalking?
Well, that's what they call it in that movie, but it's another term when you
Oh,
raise
yeah,
the
you're
dead.
right. No.
Necro?
No.
Nope.
Necromancy.
Man,
Necromancy.
Necromancy, there you
Yeah,
go.
so, yeah.
It's pretty much what it
Necromancy.
is. That's what the dreamwalking shit, whatever the fuck it's called. I don't want to butt in if you're not done talking, Kobe.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Bless you.
I'm gonna tell you how I feel about the movie. The movie was good. Sam Raimi, of course, directing it, which is important because he's known for Evil Dead and all that crazy shit, which is why Bruce Campbell's in the movie.
Yeah.
Having his elements in the movie of the funny shit too, and then when you start seeing that there's a lot of horror shit in there too, because it's actually a dark ass movie.
Yes.
Is a good thing. That's number one. It's a dark ass movie that Marvel never has. It's the darkest Marvel movie made.
The scene.
Other than probably Venom count, I guess, in a way.
Yeah, not really.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
not
It's
like
more cheesy.
Yeah,
But-
not that level.
but you know what I'm saying? Like, you actually ate motherfuckers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but it still was dark.
Like that scene when like the
Which
she
one?
was like in his head and she cleared around and snapped his neck. That was like,
Oh, yeah. That's
that
some
was
fuck shit,
awesome,
bro.
awesome.
yeah,
bro.
that
That's some
scene
fuck-
was like really crazy. I was
So-
like,
And then she blew the fucking Black Bolt's head, bro.
That
Oh,
part
yeah.
was-
Oh, so wait,
that
she
was
killed them
gruesome.
all. I mean,
that
yeah,
shit
that's
was brutal.
Bro,
She,
might as well
she,
say,
she
oh my
halved
God.
Captain Carter. I mean,
that scene right there was kind of trash because
What do you mean? Which scene?
the scene where like he was like, oh, he can kill you with just one speak of his mouth, and then she was like, what mouth? And me and Bryce talked about that like last week about how they kind of picked him off one by one. It was like it could have been just like a group effort to take her down. Not just,
I don't
like,
believe
one
that
up
because
on
after the
one.
first one died, they all attacked.
Honestly, and
It wasn't technically one by one, but
It was kinda-
if
they all
Mr.
said something
Fantastic
like that.
is supposed to be like the smartest man alive and shit, he would have never said that.
Exactly, yeah.
he would have
Right.
never said what.
What he said, saying that he can kill you with the
one
mouth,
mouth.
with a whisper or something.
Yeah, the whisper.
he would have been more tactical. I feel
I
like in
understand what you're
616.
saying, but at the end of the day, she's not fucking stupid either. I mean,
You have to realize that it's their movie. So like,
True.
obviously you can't give the if this is comic versions. Yes, like he's gonna have a contingency plan. He's gonna be smart as shit because he's Reed Richards. He's supposed to be the smartest in the whole universe. But then if that's the case, you're not gonna have your movie. She's not gonna. I mean, if he's that smart and he has a plan to beat her, well then what's the point of the movie? Like that
she
was it.
Still fucking murdered.
Them motherfuckers
And she was
didn't have no
exactly-
plan.
I'm sorry,
At
but
the end of
that's
the-
how I was looking at it.
I was gonna exactly. She's at a power level that
Yeah,
it
she
doesn't
would've
even
fucking still
matter.
You
how
saw
much
when he
planning
died.
you.
He got fucked up.
Bro, he
Motherfucker
looked like
was turning
string
into
cheese.
noodles.
Dude, that was
Dude,
ridiculous.
Dude, that was really
You know when
cool.
you had the fucking cheese grinder or whatever?
Dude,
bro?
he looked like string cheese that you get at Walmart. Like bro.
That scene
Oh my god, it
was
fucking
insane because you don't see that in the Marvel movies. You don't see people actually
that
getting
gore.
fucking murdered like that.
No,
and
that
actual
was
blood and
blood.
blowing
There
up.
was a lot of gore and blood.
That was
exactly.
ridiculous.
That
That was
scene
the same
I
Raimi
wasn't really
thing.
ready
They
for
gave
that, to be
permission.
honest.
No, I
Me
wasn't
neither.
ready for the
Hell
see
no.
fucking
Like I was ready for the scary elements, but not
Yeah.
like the gore. I was
Hell
like, oh,
no.
I was like,
when
oh my god.
fucking Captain Carter got split in half, bro. I was like,
Bro, she got Darth Maul.
Yeah, he got fucked.
and
Darth
you
Maul.
kidding?
She did, bro.
Nah, the thing is about the movie is Yeah, that was a lot of crazy shit like that. That's a good thing. I'll tell you the worst part of the fucking movie. It's kind of stupid. Her reasoning. I'm sorry. I think it's fucking dumb. We watched a movie where I wanted someone else's kids that are not even fucking mine, so I'm gonna go. Why can't you just go fuck and have your own kids? I'm sorry, that was dumb.
Yeah,
I really
plot,
look at it. It was
plot,
stupid.
The plot was dumb because the whole time I was watching it too, I was like, "What was the whole point of this?" It's kind of just like
She could've-
stupid
She wants these kids from another person. Like, really, dude?
She could,
Yeah.
bro, and it's the multiverse. Like, there's so many different universes. She could have easily found one universe out of all those many, where Vision lived, she died, and the kids are still alive. She could have gone to that universe.
Exactly.
Maybe, but we don't know that because maybe
There could
the
have
way
been
they make it seem like it's like though he would have been dead still in other universes.
yeah.
Like they're kind of tied in a way. That's another bullshit thing to worry about. It's like they're kind of all. Remember, they brought up. That's another thing important. They brought up Doctor Strange saying that every Doctor Strange did pretty much the same shit, which was they all did
They took
the book, did the same things, and eventually their fates are kind of similar. Whether it's a different universe and they live differently, their fates are kind of similar. So I believe Vision probably is not alive in none of the universes.
I mean,
Like Thanos fucked him up and he just fucked
he
everywhere.
is alive.
He's a lot. That's another thing they didn't mention in the movie. He's technically
He's
alive.
technically alive, but
His like I want to say memories, but
he
his
still
program.
can't fuck. No, that's being real. No, you gotta think about
Who the
it.
fuck? Who are
Those
the
kids are whose?
Who,
You
yeah, that's
think
what I'm
about it.
saying. Like, who's the
She
dad?
no, she
anyways?
literally created them from her mind.
Exactly. So what
So
the
then,
fuck's
how
the
are
point?
those the kids on the? But I'm saying, what the fuck?
See, we're thinking about shit, but the movies are in front of fucking.
It
So
goes
if she
deeper than
created
that.
them from her mind, then she could have had them there still.
Which is
But in the
clear,
other universe,
maybe
in the
had-
other universe, then like whose kids is that? Like she could have fucking found out who that
Mhm.
was and fuck the dude that was in
They
her
don't know.
universe.
It doesn't work that way.
Fucking
And
Doctor
fuck
Strange.
that, because you had to have two of them.
What do you mean?
There's two fucking separate fucks.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
They could be different.
either way, the reasoning for the whole plot was stupid as fuck.
Or I
in my
seen-
opinion, it was stupid.
Or I
as fuck.
seen something where like she could have talked to America Chavez or whatever, and asked to just like open up a fucking.
Well, that's the
dimension
thing.
Or some
I
shit.
understand.
That's
it
true.
was-
They
She
could've-
couldn't do it. Though, remember, like
because the Darkhold had already like possessed her. Bro.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
That's why she went mad. Like the
Yes.
like,
And but another thing that they should have saw or like showed us is how she got the dark.
Yes, they should have showed it because that was kind of fucking random as fuck.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm at your place. Oh, I have a dark hole. What the fuck shit is this?
And then
Is this a
she's and
comic
then she
book?
says
The fuck?
America like she was like you can bring America in. He's like oh
Yeah, that kind of fell out of place.
Yeah,
to me.
she-
They should have fucking at first like probably at the beginning of the movie they could
That
have
should have
showed
been the intro.
yeah
Mhm.
Not when he said, yeah, you're right. That,
that
should've been
fucking
the intro.
dream thing that should have been the intro of her finding out then the fucking Marvel shit rolling like they did with Endgame how they showed Hawkeye
yeah.
and then they showed the Marvel symbol and all that shit.
The movie was good. It
They
was
wanted
entertaining.
the beginning though, they wanted to make you like kind of like lock you in immediately, and not have you
Yeah.
be like bored and like just a lot of rambling going. That's why they
Mhm.
got into everything kind of quick.
It was very
Yeah,
yeah.
they
there
got
was some-
quick.
But that
like,
could have
as
had
soon
some,
as
that
it
could
was
have had
like
people
boom, you're already
interested or
in.
some shit like what the fuck
What?
just happened like if they would have showed Wanda finding the fucking book or something then yeah that could have been interesting because the book possessed her.
I guess they just wanted us
It'd have
to
been
show
way
more
better.
action
It'd have been,
shit.
to
what
me,
it
it'd have been
was.
way
Because
better.
the
than
only
the
slow
dream.
parts
To
was
keep
the
you
wedding, and even then it didn't last long because then the
Yeah.
fucking monster came
I
and
ain't gonna lie, I about did fall asleep during that movie.
Well,
I was
No, I almost fell asleep in a Batman movie. That's what I
That
thought.
was-
That's a whole other story.
Nah, that
But
bad.
Bro, I was
for
saying
the
that.
first hour, I was about
Me and Franco
dead.
Paul.
I was like,
we're not on that topic. We
Yeah,
can talk
I'm
about
back.
that. We should actually still talk about that in a separate video because
Oh,
I'm actually
I'm
kind
serious. We can talk about that because I don't think we talked about it at all, did we?
No.
No, we didn't.
no,
We could-
talked
we could-
somewhat. So
it was just
going
too late
back
for
on
us to
Marvel,
talk
we'll
about.
talk about that. We'll have a video about that.
I was
'Cause
really-
this need to be talked about.
I loved the movie. I thought it was really great. I feel like the reason why a lot of people are saying it was mid or like it wasn't as great is because like, you know, I think with the success of like the new Spider-Man that just come out, like the hype surrounding that, like the cliffhanger with Doctor Strange and the multiverse opening up like that, plus the trailer that had come out for the movie, like it kind of gave off this like this vibe like you were really gonna like really explore like these different universes in each one, and it kind of. You know, I know you should never believe in rumors and that's but they were talking about like all these cameos you're gonna see here and here from all these movies in the past. It didn't really do that at all, and I feel like that's because like in the trailer you kind of see like, oh my god, it's Professor X, like, you know what I mean? So like that was just so
That kind of messed it
people
all
were
up.
thinking, well, if they put him in the trailer, what are they going to show us in the movie? You know, they really set that bar up really, really high. And I think, you know, once the movie came out and they realized, like, oh, it's really not what we thought it was going to be. That's why they were like, well, it was kind of a letdown. They thought it was mid.
Because everybody gets
Nah,
their hopes
but-
up.
But if you really,
Because
You gotta
everybody
start
thought,
showing people the whole movie.
Exactly.
everybody thought that, oh, since Charles Xavier's in there and all, and then they were gonna have Logan, Deadpool.
I
I
thought
some crazy shit.
I thought
The only
for
one
sure
that
we were
was
going to see
true-
Tobey Maguire Spider-Man again.
The only one that was true was fucking Mr. Fantastic. That was it.
Yeah, but that
And
was
Black Bolt was kind of
Whatever.
Yeah.
Well, speaking on that, I didn't even like really the roster for the Illuminati. Like for a couple.
I didn't like the Captain Marvel. I didn't like that one.
No, they didn't.
Because she was too fucking cocky. Same with
And that was
Captain
that was
Carter.
really confusing because like when you put Captain Carter, it's like because I don't know if you watch What If.
I
on
already
Disney
know
Plus,
about it.
but you know What If it kind of that also gives you more characters. So like you split it. Like you have the characters from half the team is from the comics, the other half is from What If. So it was really confusing. I was like, well, why are you? I don't know why you're mixing it like this. But you know, I mean,
Then your fuckers are gonna kill them off anyways.
exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't even matter. Look, these people. I'm gonna tell you. I don't look at it as a letdown. I look at it as good.
no,
These
yeah.
movies show you the whole fucking movie, and people don't even need to go to movies anymore. This movie showed you something, and when you watched it, you didn't expect that to happen. Everyone in the movie theater went nuts when they saw the people. Then a few minutes later, they're dying. Like you're going like, what the fuck is going on here? And it was nuts. But at the same time, I mean, it's a different universe. So honestly, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah,
exactly.
There's hundreds and hundreds. Who gives a fuck about
And that's
this
also
one
the
universe?
justification they're using for Reed Richards doing something stupid like that. Saying,
Yes,
like, we
that
just,
too.
you know what I mean? Like, oh, it's this universe. Like, there's other universes where he's even smarter than that. So, you know, like,
So since since it's the universe and shit, like whole different universe. So what does that mean? So you have everybody is the same. They just look different, kind of.
Yeah.
In a
So-
way, yeah.
yeah.
You got fucking Toby. Toby could be alive in the MCU universe. If you see
Okay,
what
now
I'm
you're
saying.
looking at it wrong.
Mhm.
I know
That's
what you're
that's
saying.
how I see it. Though.
Well, it's
but, like,
confusing.
You're
but yeah,
It's
confusing that
confusing
shit.
as
Yeah.
shit.
I see what you're saying, but that's not how.
Them making the Spider-Man movie the way it did fuck everything up. To be real with you,
In the
There's
fucking
rumors
Morbius
that
movie.
apparently he's going to come back and do the fourth Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. And they're finally going to do
That
it.
movie,
okay,
Spider-Man movie
the
was-
way they're making it, like you said, it is the way they're using it. That's another reason why Spider-Man makes sense. Is that each one is from a different universe. That's what they're doing, which makes sense. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because we're never gonna. I'm gonna be honest. We're never probably gonna see Toby and Andrew Garfield ever
Honestly.
again. I don't. There's no reason.
That would
They're
be
too old
crazy.
anyway. We're not
That's
so
another
old,
thing.
but,
They
like,
were
Well,
also-
Toby's too old,
you could just-
definitely.
you could just
Andrew
CGI
still
them.
could do it because he's not even. That wasn't that far
Because
ago.
the
If
guy.
Andrew could appear in the fourth Spider-Man movie and try to,
Who's the guy
sort
that
of
played
shit
Doc Ock? What's his name? Do you know his name? Because
nah.
they CGI'd
Something
the hell out
Molina
of
or
him.
something. I don't remember
Alfred
his name.
Molina.
Alfred
Alfred
Molina. Okay,
Molina,
they
yeah.
he is old as shit.
No, he's old as shit.
Yeah, but
he's
the
old.
CGI
So
kinda
he's
cleared it up.
way older than Tobey
He's old
Maguire.
and he's smaller. He used to be bigger than that. You know, he's
Yeah.
old.
So if they could, they have technology to like de-age them.
Nah,
Yeah, but they're
It's
not
it's
gonna
it's
do
also
it.
about how they're acting,
Toby's
too,
not gonna be
though.
able
One
to do it.
person,
Exactly.
one person that's always looked old is fucking William Dafoe.
Oh, he's an
He's
old
always
fart.
looked old. He's
been
always
old,
same.
yeah, but-
But that's a whole nother
He
piece.
kinda-
It's one thing looking
That's a
old.
great actor.
It's one thing about looking old and still being like pretty decent like shape to like still can perform. But also one thing to be old and you're old. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah,
it's like-
Toby. They're gonna want Spider-Man to still do his own stunts sometimes,
Yeah.
and that's the thing about they picked.
And it's the right way
This
to do it
fucker.
too. You want it to be practical at times.
What's this fucker's name again?
Who?
The fucking new kid.
Tom Holland?
Oh, Tom
Yeah.
Holland.
They picked him because he can also do his own stunts.
Yeah.
He has a physique where he can do
I
that.
remember reading something about him showing up in Civil War and he kind of fucked himself up.
It happens a lot,
We can-
especially in movies.
I think
man.
he had got like a broken nose or something like that.
Marvel be getting them
It
in
happens
shape
a
though,
lot.
like just for
Because he
to do
was
that
doing
stuff.
his own stunt and he got injured doing it. It's the same
That
thing with the
happens.
Black Panther movie. The girl that plays
Shuri.
yeah, she got fucking injured while doing the movie.
Is she the new Black Panther?
That's
No,
what
she's
they're
just-
trying to still do, but I don't know.
I
man.
want them to bring back Michael B. Jordan.
No, man.
Yes,
what the fuck
bro.
is y'all's problem? Like,
I
this
want
dude,
them to, bro.
I'm
Like,
getting sick as
I'm not gonna
I'm
lie,
gonna tell you
dude.
the truth.
He
Fucking
annoyed
hate
me.
Michael B. Jordan.
He annoyed me in that
God,
movie,
bro.
dude.
I'd
I did not. In
rather
that
have-
movie, I didn't
I
like
ain't
him.
gonna lie. To an
Instead-
extent, I thought he did the character right. The
No,
problem is,
but that's what I'm, he was a great actor.
I don't like seeing him every fucking time.
If
And what are you gonna give him? He can't be the Black Panther.
If you're annoyed
Bro.
by an actor in a movie, it means they're doing a good job. Like,
Yeah,
he's
that's
like,
true.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't like that character. I'm glad that he's dead. Like, I don't want to see him.
Hell yeah. So I don't know what the fuck you wanting.
Oh,
This character died in the right way. What did he say in the end? He said something about bondage. I keep forgetting. That
He
was one
talked
of the
about
best lines.
he's gonna die the way his ancestors, or he's gonna die the way his ancestors
No,
did.
the
or
words
some
that
shit
came
like
out of his
that.
mouth was like, "I'd rather die than I'd rather be free than be chained up," or some shit. I forgot the
Yeah.
exact words.
I'd rather be
But-
free and dead than like alive and chained.
Some shit like that. And I'm gonna tell you now, that was fine to end that character that way. And people keep saying, "Oh, Michael B. Jordan come back as Black Panther." That will make no lick of sense because then you watch the movie where he tried to fucking take over and murder people, and then he gonna be Black Panther. You
Well,
gotta
in
think
the
about these things.
comics, in the comics, he was Black Panther.
Yeah,
That's
but
what
the
I'm
way
saying.
that
Like,
they
brought
did
him
the
back
movies,
from
you
the
can't
dead.
look at the comics. That's the problem with people right now is you gotta destroy. I'm gonna be honest.
It's
with y'all.
never comic
Destroy
accurate
all the
anymore.
comics at your brain. There's different kinds of lines in the comics too for everything. The comics don't even really matter. 0%. It's what they want to choose to pick for the movies. So if you look at it, the way they did Michael B. Jordan's character, Fearmonger is gone, and the way they did it, he can't even redeem himself. No joke. Like even if he was living, he's not gonna be Black Panther or even a good guy at all. He's fucked. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it for him. He needed to die.
He's
That was
also a
good
bad
thing.
guy in the fucking the What If series.
So
Shit, so even
who's
better.
supposed to be the villain for Black Panther 2?
I
heard that
that
they're-
movie might not even be made. I really
It
don't
is.
think it will.
They already got that shit.
It's
going.
been so long, man.
They announced it.
That shit.
They already
they've
know.
been
It's
announced
been.
this shit.
They already
But
But
filmed
this
this
shit's been in
shit.
production for so long.
Maybe
I don't
they
want
filmed it.
to. I don't want to see Black
Like,
Panther without
it's
Chadwick
been-
Boseman though.
Yeah,
They
I'm sorry, but
started
yeah,
filming
they don't
it.
need it.
It's one
They
of
started
those.
filming it last year, I think.
It's
I
one
don't
of
think
the-
we
last
need
year.
it.
It's
I
one of
don't
those
think we
things,
need
bro. It's like I don't want to see it. Like
What
you
the
know,
fuck you gonna see?
Like Professor X, bro. I don't want to see Professor X without
Shit.
Patrick. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck else is gonna play him?
Nobody can change that character.
Or Hugh Jackman as Logan.
And that's why they made this multiverse shit more because then they give them room to be like, hey, I'm going to pick different actors for roles. Like,
Exactly.
no, can't do that mess.
So
But honestly, what was some? Honestly, if you think about it, some roles you just have to leave alone. In that movie, you can't pick nobody else to be Black Panther. That's just the way it
no,
is.
he was perfect, bro.
Even if she takes over, which will make sense in the storyline to do for the movies, but honestly, I'm like, nah, leave it alone. Leave that character alone. And you can't even call her Black Panther.
They recasted Blade. He's a great actor, but I don't want to see anyone but Wesley Snipes. I mean, it's like
That one's gonna be hard pill to swallow, but you're gonna have to eventually see a different actor
know.
because Wesley Snipes is way too old.
he's done, bro.
He's a prune. No offense to him, what I'm saying.
I'd rather just watch.
But I
the
guess
first three.
I
Yeah.
can't imagine nobody else other than him because I'm used to it. But if you actually go back and watch the movies, he didn't really do nothing. Kind of like John Wick movies. No offense, I'm
He
just
just
saying
fought.
he didn't really do much.
He just. You're right, but he just looked like it.
He
bro. It's
looked
just
like it,
damn.
but that's it. And that's kind of like.
It's like when you could take like
You
when it
realize there's some-
when it looks like you just pulled him like right out of the comic. That's what grabs me. Is
There's
like,
also like
yeah.
some versions of Blade where like he's bald. So I mean they could be doing.
they did that after the fact.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
And
Still.
in the comics, bro, he always had his. Well, at the
The-
beginning he had his afro, then he had a flat top.
The Spider-Man or not? Yeah, the Spider-Man game that I had,
Mhm.
friend or foe, he was bald. Cause he was in there.
Mhm.
And he was bald, and then Marvel Ultimate
Mhm.
Alliance, he was bald. So,
Going forward.
imagine if they did Nick Fury white.
Is he supposed to be white?
Technically, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's like we're thinking about it more.
For like 50 years, he
That's
was
what I'm saying. They
white.
can change what they want, and we got used to that quick. Nick Fury,
Oh, yeah.
Samuel
'Cause
Jackson.
Samuel
was-
That was
Jackson,
dope. Yeah, I
not
like
because
it.
of Samuel Jackson. Like it literally felt right. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it felt good. And that movie, Captain Marvel?
Which
Yeah, Captain Marvel.
That was pretty good when he was in there as a younger version, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
pretty
yeah, it was
good.
dope.
I'm not
I
gonna lie.
loved it.
It felt like it was his movie, honestly.
Yeah.
Not,
It was.
that's a separate thing, but
that
you
should
know,
have been his movie.
it felt like it was his movie.
Give an example of how he lost his eye and everything.
Mhm.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. I mean, going forward, I had said the same thing. After Endgame, it just felt like everything's been lost. And then, of course, you lost Chadwick Boseman. So, I mean, you don't have that character. You lost... Spider-Man's pretty much kind of in a weird loop because the way they ended this movie is kind of like... Is he done for? It doesn't feel right, man.
Pretty sure he wants to leave too. Actually, he doesn't even want to do Spider-Man anymore.
He didn't want to even